Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
Caller on line 3.
Is that a bad thing?
I changed the number after Frankie. He's the only one that knows it.
Frankie's dead. We imagined all that.
So we take the call then? Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Agreed.
And here's Yvette on line 2.
I love your show.
Thanks, Yvette. I love your accent. What's your question?
My question is, do you care about people?
That's a strange question.
It's an AMA, Monroe. Ask me anything literally means ask me anything.
Yeah, I know. But do we care about people? Yes, of course.
Speak for yourself, Monroe. I'm an animal lover myself.
So you don't care about people?
No, I do care about people, just I care about animals more.
So you care about animals more than people?
Present company excluded, of course.
So that's a yes and a no.
Wait one moment, Yvette. So if I was crossing the road at the same time as a cute bunny, and you could only swerve and save one of us, you would choose the bunny?
Probably.
You'd probably save the bunny?
Well, hypothetically speaking, we're saying a toy bunny had animated itself and was crossing the road, and I could hit you or the magical bunny.
Oh my god, Poe, it doesn't matter. You'd run me over to save a toy bunny.
Well, how fast am I going, and what are your odds of surviving?
I'd be dead. Well, this is a whole side to Poe I've never seen before. Does that answer your question, Yvette?
Yes, I think so. I do have another dilemma.
Maybe we can help, Yvette.
I'd rather not say on air.
That's all right. Happy to help. It's about time for a short break anyway.
Stay on the line, Yvette.
We'll be back in 5 minutes to answer more of your AMA questions. Until then, here's something slightly more interesting instead. We're off.
Yvette?
I've got a hostage.
A hostage?
He's a boy from August High.
Why is he a hostage, Yvette?
I had a crush on him, but he turned out to be unpleasant.
So you kidnapped him?
No, I tucked his drink.
Is he okay, Yvette?
Not really. He has not woken up yet. But now that I've spoken to you, I'm probably just going to let him die. I like animals more than people anyway. Like Paul.
Yvette, I was joking with Monroe.
Thank you for your help.
Did you get the number?
No, it's withheld.
Maybe she was joking.
We should call the police just in case. Tell them what was said.
Really? I'm not sure. I know it's a sensible thing to do. But what if it isn't?
How can it not be?
If it is a prank, we'll be wasting police time. If it isn't,
The police will take action.
this is the August police we're talking about here. That's 2 guys in DuPont drinking coffee and watching YouTube.
So, they're not busy then?
So they're useless. The kid will probably be dead by the time DuPont's finished his sandwich.
I'm calling the police.
Fine. But we still have to do something.
What do you suggest?
Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watson got missing.
Ah, yes, I remember. He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back.
What are the odds that Yvette has got Joe hostage?
Almost as high as Yvette not being her actual name.
I know the headmistress from the high school. Maybe we should talk to her.
Or maybe the parents. They asked for the story to be run.
Okay, let's meet the parents.
You have news about Joe?
Is Joe still missing?
Yeah, missing. Since yesterday.
We thought it was a prank, but we had a caller on the radio, a girl. She said she was holding Joe hostage.
Live on the radio?
No, we were off air.
Good. Have you told the police?
Yes, of course.
And what do they say?
They're looking into it.
Oh, this is bad.
Calling the police?
Yes, calling the police. I just got a call a few minutes ago.
From a woman called Yvette?
She asked for money. And she said if I told the police, she'd kill Joe.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
I did try and stop you.
Mr. Watts, is there anything we can do?
Write me a cheque for £50,000.
That's a lot of money.
Why did she tell you she'd kidnapped Joe?
Perhaps she was going to announce it on the radio and then lost her nerve.
But she said she'd kill Joe if I called the police.
She said she had a dilemma, which suggests that she was in two minds. It could be that she's a foot soldier, working for someone else.
We're just trying to help. If the police already know, then what's the harm in having another pair of eyes looking for Joe?
I suppose. What do you need to know?
Can you tell us a bit about Joe?
He's good. He is good. He did a marathon last month to raise money for Dorothy May.
Dorothy May?
Yeah, she's an 80-year-old with an acoustic neuroma. He helped her with it. He mows the lawns for the old folks around here for free. He's really good.
Any reason someone might want to hurt him?
I've been thinking about this over and over again, and I just can't think of anyone who would.
Is this Joe?
Yeah, that's Joe.
Can we take this?
I'd rather you didn't. That's the only one I've got.
Sorry. Of course.
Do you think his dad killed him?
You think Joe's dead?
If Joe is dead, I bet his dad killed him.
He's just upset.
Why isn't he out looking for Joe himself?
He's probably over the limit.
He didn't seem that drunk.
Functioning alcoholic. I tried that on for a while.
Really?
We haven't got time. Come on.
Sorry, yes. What's next?
I think we should meet the head teacher now.
Where else is there to go?
Are we breaking and entering?
Did we break anything to get this far?
No. All the doors were open.
We could search the whole school.
Deserted schools are creepy.
Agreed. The register is for a Miss Clay, and Joseph Watts is one of her pupils. Where do you think Miss Clay resides?
Who knows? Maybe she's staying at August Guest House.
Sorry, it actually says here, August Guest House, room 6.
Oh,
Well, you did very well, my love.
guest house it is then. Miss Gallagher owns it, doesn't she?
I have no idea who that is.
I'm gonna talk to Miss Gallagher.
Hello.
It's Alice. Alice Monroe?
From the radio.
Yeah, from the radio.
What brings you here, Miss Monroe?
One of your guests, actually.
Well, I'm happy to chat, but you will need to help me strip.
Oh. Okay.
Bed?
Yes. Of course.
We need to strip the bed.
Yes. Sorry, that's how I do it at home.
I'm assuming this is about Miss Clay. She is my only guest.
Yes, the school teacher. One of her pupils has gone missing. Well, being held hostage, actually.
Hostage?
We had a caller on the radio. Someone calling themselves Yvette said that they'd taken this boy, Joe Watts, hostage.
Watts? Oh, yes. The family's been in August for a long time. They manufacture and sell fireworks, of all things.
I love fireworks.
Ghastly things. That metal in our drinking water makes my thyroid throb just thinking about it.
They're fun though, right?
If you're an unethical hedonist,
I will Google that when I get home.
do.
Did you ever meet Joe Watts?
Never met him. August High is a grammar school though, isn't it? So, presumably he's clever enough or rich enough to be there.
And Yvette?
Yvette. Yes, I did have an Yvette stay here last year. I think her family were just passing through though. Her mother was an electrical engineer for a big television company. She did fix my reception though. Do you think that's her?
Was she Britishy?
Oh yes, Britishy. That quintessential accent of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay, Miss Monroe, I'm just teasing you. No, she was Russian.
Yvette had a French accent. If you think of anything that might help, please give me a call at the radio station.
Surely you want me to call the police if I notice anything?
I suppose that depends. If Miss Clay comes back covered in blood, I'd probably call the police right away.
Well, I shall use my better judgment then.
Well, I didn't get much out of Miss Clay. She said Joe was a litter bug.
So she's an eco-warrior?
Yes. I wish we could have recycled our meeting, actually. How was Miss Gallagher?
Kinda dominant. I liked her.
Maybe I shouldn't let you hang around with other redheads.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Let's circle back to this later. Did she say anything useful at all about Joe?
She said Joe's parents sold fireworks.
I suppose that could be useful. Anything else?
She said the only Yvette she knew was Russian and an electrical engineer, so I'm guessing that's not our Yvette.
Did she say anything about Miss Clay?
Not really. I probably should have asked more questions. I got distracted.
Seems we're out of leads. I'm still up for visiting the headmistress again.
We could drill Miss Gallagher some more.
Give it up, Alice.
I'm trying.
The headmistress, then? You can go on your own if you want to talk to Miss Gallagher again.
Okay, bye.
I see. I suppose I should visit Miss Clay, then.
Yes. How did you know?
I have ears and a gravel driveway. And I saw your reflection in the window.
We've hit a dead end with Joe.
Oh dear. Want to drive?
Not really. I'm useless at that kind of thing.
I wish you'd come for a chat earlier. I was laying screed in the garage.
Screed?
Cement flooring. Wish I'd got the self-levelling stuff now.
Hiding bodies.
Don't be silly. If I was going to do that, I'd use my industrial-grade meat mincer.
I probably shouldn't eat here.
Oh no, you should. We've always got plenty of fresh meat in the freezer.
Perks of running a guest house, I guess.
Have you talked to Wesmarie Bolton?
Haven't even heard that name.
Her family stayed here for a while after their house was set on fire.
What happened?
Oh, it didn't burn all the way down. It just needed some repairs before they could move back in.
Was it an accident?
It was definitely arson. They never caught the culprit, though.
Did she know Joe?
I don't know. She wasn't very talkative, actually, although I did sometimes overhear her mumbling to herself about the missing.
The missing what?
The children, I assume. There have been 1 or 2 gone missing over the last month or so. Have you spoken to the headmistress?
Actually, I haven't got around to seeing her yet.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Don't you have a dishwasher anyway?
I did. He's under the screed.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'd go see Wesmarie. 17 Hunger Lane. Perhaps Joe was one of the missing she talked about.
Let's hope not.
Miss Clay doesn't seem to know about anything, unless it's an eco issue.
Maybe you're just not prodding her in the right places.
You're welcome to talk to her, too.
We don't have time, Poe. The good news is Miss Gallagher gave me a name. Wesmarie Bolton.
Excellent. And the address to go with?
Hunger Lane.
Off Beaconsfield Drive. I know it.
People don't normally want to hear what I have to say.
We do. We want to hear about Joe Watts.
If I tell you what I think, I'll topple my meds.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Just tell us what you can.
Don't be silly, Poe. We're not going to tell anyone. It's okay. You can trust us. We're from the radio.
It's Miss Clay. She ran this after-school club, Green for Life. I was in it. She made us make a list of those with the most environmental impact in our class. I did it. It was me. I made the list. Joe was third on it and the third person to go missing. You have to help him, you need to.
It's okay. We're gonna help. You just need to take a breath.
She'll have him in the woods. At Howe Park. You have to hurry. She'll kill him if they don't pay.
What does she want with the money?
If they pay, she donates the money to charity. But it's gone too far.
And what if they don't pay?
I don't know. I left when I saw it.
What did you see, Wesmarie?
Miss Clay. She was turning him into trees.
dryad.
A what now?
A dryad. Someone who's part human, part tree.
We need to go.
How, Park?
Yeah. Where's Marie? Where's Marie? You did good. We're gonna save Joe. You wait here and we'll be back. Joe!
Joe!
Joe?
Joe! Joe!
We're too late, Alice.
No. No. This is all our fault.
He wasn't eaten. He was murdered.
We think Miss Clay had something to do with it.
Vet. She's the one the police should be finding. Do you have her voice recorded?
Yes, we record all incoming calls.
Do the police have it?
I already sent it over. I'm sure they're working on it.
I guess I'd better go and identify Joe's body. Whatever's left of him.
August's wolves pretty much eat anything. One time, there was a whole school bus of children and...
Poe, I think you can save that story for another time.
Of course. Sorry. We're sorry for your loss. We'll see ourselves out.
Where do you think Miss Clay is? No one can find her.
Far away from August, I should imagine.
I feel responsible.
Don't. It's not like you made all the decisions that led to Joe's death.
If they ever invent a time machine, I'm coming back and I'm saving Joe.
Good luck with that. Maybe he was always doomed.
That's gloomy.
Fate and destiny, Monroe. It can't always be changed.
We never found out who Yvette was either.
Some things will always remain a mystery, Monroe.
À table, Yvette. Un moment, maman. J'ai fait mes devoirs.
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
We have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves. Monroe, are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready. I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe. Maybe we should have a safe word.
If you're worried,
I'm worried I won't like it.
then we should definitely have one. What do you think, Miss Baratsky?
It's Madame.
I'm sorry, Madame Baratsky.
You must feel relaxed. So if a safe word would help, then yes.
What should it be?
Clown. Thanks, Raspy.
Raspy?
That's what Paul calls him.
It's how he talks. Places, everyone. And we're live in 3, 2... Welcome back. As promised, listeners, we have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky is a past life regression therapist who claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves, from ancient Egyptian concubines to Cold War spies. Welcome, Madame Baratsky.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, it wouldn't be our show without my better and more beautiful half. Say hello, Monroe.
Hello, Monroe.
Monroe has bravely volunteered to be put to sleep by Madame Baratsky this evening.
You make it sound like euthanasia.
She's going to wake you up again. Aren't you?
Of course.
Remind me again why you couldn't do it, Poe?
Dodgy knee. In just a moment, Madame Baratsky will put Monroe into a trance.
I prefer hypnotic state.
Into a hypnotic state. And we'll ask her to describe what she sees. Later on, we'll be taking your calls. Have you lived before? Do you remember any past lives? Or is it all just a money-making racket? Let us know. Monroe,
Yes, Poe?
are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready.
Let's hope you were reborn ready. Madame Baratsky, take it away.
Now, Miss Monroe, please relax. Close your eyes and focus on the sound of my voice. Listen to nothing else but my voice.
Madame Baratsky has started the regression process.
Focus on your arms. Feel how heavy they are. Feel them sink into the chair and pull you into the deep, deep dark. Let the darkness consume you.
Sorry, I had an itchy nose suddenly.
It won't work if you fidget.
I'm sorry, I'll be still.
Let's start again. Listen to my voice and nothing else. Focus on your arms. Feel how heavy they are. Feel them sink into the chair and pull you into the deep, deep dark. Let the darkness consume you. Good. She is fully relaxed and suggestible. Now you have crossed into a life you have lived before. Do you remember who you are?
Yes.
Monroe says she can remember a previous life.
Shh.
Do not rush. Let the world come to you. Let it reveal itself to you. Let the world envelop you. Step into the world and become your former self. Now tell me what you see.
I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it? Being right. It's a gift and a burden. Where's Dr. Decker? You don't know, do you? It's okay. I was just being polite. It's nice to see a new face. What did he tell you about me? Ah, my drinking problem. Yes, that's my cover story. Actually, I probably do drink too much. Let's play a game, Doctor. You're very accommodating for a therapist. You think of something, then I'll get it. Why are you thinking of a square? That's so dull. Don't say anything. I mean, you haven't said anything since you arrived. Do you believe me now? That I can read your mind? Good. You believe me? I lose a lot of friends right about now. Something happened at work. The dry cleaner's in town. I can't switch it off. As soon as I lock eyes with a person, I get their thoughts. It's like tuning a radio. If I look at someone, I hear their thoughts. Anyway, there's this guy who walks in with a suit. It's got a stain on the trousers near the zipper. And all he's thinking when he drops them off is, Sharon can't pick these up, Sharon can't pick these up. So he starts screaming at me that he needs the hour service or he'll have me fired. So I call the manager. I guess Sharon, who doesn't want to pick them up, is his wife or girlfriend? Either way, he clearly doesn't want her to see the stain. But Sharon is also the name of my manager. I call Sharon over anyway. Sharon! Sharon! This guy's face is a picture, but he's holding it together. Sharon comes over preoccupied. She's thinking about the washing machines. She is the manager, so she normally does that, but this time was different. She was thinking about Nisha, spinning away in one of them. The dry cleaning machines are big. You can fit someone in quite easily. You could probably fit a small person into a normal washing machine, actually, if they really tried. Anyway, the store manager hears shouting and comes over. The customer, let's call him Ed, says that we shouldn't be advertising something we can't deliver. Says he's a lawyer and he'll sue us. The store manager, whose name I intentionally forget, says he'll sort it out. Sharon, in the meantime, has gone ashen. I don't know if Ed's a lawyer or not. That's not the important part. Ed finally gives in, throws his suit at me, and leaves. The manager looks at me and says, "Can you work your magic hands over his trousers?" He's thinking of me topless, in a hot tub, but with way bigger breasts. And some other things I'd rather not remember. Knowing people's thoughts eats your soul. Ed's trousers have the stain. Keep up, Doctor. Anyway, I take it round back to start working on it. And that's when I see her. Nisha. Like a ragdoll in a hurricane. Just spinning inside this big machine. Her face smashing against glass and metal. Blood pouring out of every opening. She's a mess.
Can you see any jewelry? A ring, maybe?
Yes. A ring.
Good. I need you to get it for me. Do you understand?
I understand.
Well, this is fascinating, August. We'll be back with more of Monroe's past life in just a moment. What's going on?
I'm helping Ellis uncover her past.
Why does she need to get this ring?
Oh, it's just a technique I use.
I think you should bring her back now.
It would be dangerous at this point.
Then do it at whatever point it won't be.
Quiet. I'm trying to concentrate.
Nisha kissed me once, so I slapped her. She kissed me. It was assault. Don't judge me, Doctor. Do you know how hard it is to have a relationship when you know exactly what the other person is thinking? Everyone says they want total honesty and truth. They're lying. What did Nisha think about? Nisha thought about Jared a lot. She hated him, but she also wanted to sleep with him at the same time. It's pretty common. I'm sure there's an interesting scientific term for it. Yeah, angry sex. Or anger sex. I'd probably take either right now. I saw Nisha's body in the machine. Her eyes were still open, crying blood. But I looked into them and there was peace. Nothing else. Just peace. Who would want to kill Nisha? I guess Sharon? She was tried and convicted, so... Sharon's in a psychiatric hospital now. They arrested Sharon for Nisha's murder. Sentenced to 18 years. One for each of Nisha's. Is that enough? Maybe murder should be punishable by death. People don't change, do they? They just get worse. Sharon's fingerprints were all over the machines. And her husband was having sex with Nisha. That's all the jury needed. Nobody saw her do it though. She just didn't have a good enough lawyer. People with money get away with murder all the time though, don't they? Is there anything rich people can't buy? Nisha worked for Sharon as a housemaid. That's how she met the husband. It's so cliche. Nisha was desperate for money, and he was desperate for attention. Nisha was good at cleaning. What can I say? Often I'd go to the back of the machines to hoover the lint trays out, and Nisha was there with Jared, hoovering away already. I did see Sharon once after the trial. She didn't talk. But in her head, all I could see was Nisha going round and round. Her mind was literally stuck like a broken record. I watched the trial from the gallery. Not many people made eye contact with me, but Sharon did. She wanted to die. Really die. I don't think she killed Nisha. Sharon's defense. She said Jared killed Nisha. The Umbrella Man. Jared's the Umbrella Man. It's a nickname. We were on a works do and it started raining, and then Jared pulls out this tiny umbrella out of nowhere and then gets handsy with any girl stupid enough to duck under it. Hence, Umbrella Man. I never told anyone this, but Nisha charged Sharon's husband for sex. I mean, she said she would have done it anyway, but since there was a chance of getting paid, I don't think Sharon knew. Would you pay someone to have sex with you, Doctor? People pay people to have sex with them all the time. Just not with money. They do it expecting love, or opportunity, time, companionship, or orgasms. I told you about the Umbrella Man. She hated him. But in a lady doth protest too much kind of way. Maybe he killed her. Nisha was asking for it, wasn't she? I mean, if your partner's cheating on you, you murder their fling, right? you'd recommend I'd killed someone. I'm pretty sure that's not in the rulebook. I think Jared killed Nisha. They closed down the store for a while so the real cleaners could come in. They got rid of all the blood. It wasn't just blood. Her skull had split open and was grating against the metal drum. Some of her teeth. Sorry, Doctor. What did you want to know? Berg. Perchloroethylene. It's what they use in dry cleaning machines. But Nisha didn't drown. The spin cycle broke her spinal cord, so she was paralysed for a few minutes while her face mashed into everything. Shock probably got her first. Yeah, dry cleaning machines have huge locks. There's no way of shutting yourself in. You really have to get a friend to help. Or manager. Sharon's fingerprints were the only ones on the machine. Actually, hers and Nisha's. The police thought she'd struggled against the machine trying to fight Sharon. Nobody heard anything though. I'm allergic to nuts. Is this definitely normal milk? It's banana milk. Okay then.
What's happening?
Shh.
Monroe. She's dying.
Only in one of her lives.
What?
Her previous self is dying. Miss Monroe is perfectly fine.
God damn it, make it stop!
You can go in after her. Just sit down, please.
How can I go in after her? I'd have to get in her brain.
I'm very good at what I do. Sleep. There's a good boy.
You want to see my ring? What? I don't remember wearing one. Shall I take it off? There's something written inside it.
Most extraordinary. Does it have an inscription?
4210000. Jared, the umbrella man. He's weird, like a spider. Sharon ducked under his umbrella that time, and his hands slithered around her body and kind of rested under her breast. Everyone knew he was touching it, and Sharon just gave a weak smile and wriggled away. I tried to read his mind, but it was like a stereogram. His facial expression didn't change. Nothing. It was like he was wrapping his arms around his prey. He didn't seem to be particularly enjoying touching her breast, just for science. Jared's mind was a mess of coloured dots that didn't make any sense. I never knew what he was thinking, ever. There's only one other person I know that's like that. Yep, Dr. Decker. His mind's also mush. I actually came here today to tell him that I don't want any more sessions. He creeps me out. I already said that Jared killed Nisha, or something did. Do you believe in the supernatural? Jared killed Nisha. I don't think I'm safe here. I saw it happen, but I couldn't tell the police. They were in the back room, Jared and Nisha. They were kissing. And then she opened the door to the machine. She just got in, and Jared, he shut it. He didn't have fingers, he had... I can't. And the kiss, his tongue, it was a giant worm, and it just slithered from his mouth into hers. I tried to catch Nisha's eye, but it wasn't her. It took her over so quickly. It's thoughts I've seen. Doctor, I'm sorry, I need to go. I'm being ripped. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry.
In an hour, you'll wake, as if from some deep sleep. And I'll be gone. That should cover it. I'll see myself out.
Dr. Decker.
On that note, here's a message from our sponsor that you're sure to enjoy. The police are looking for Miss Baratsky. It's a shame she didn't stick around.
Was she even licensed?
She came highly recommended.
From who?
Herself, when she knocked on the door yesterday morning.
You let a complete stranger take over my body?
I didn't know what she was going to do.
I feel so violated. I can't even tell our listeners.
We were robbed. She literally took my wallet and your purse.
I know. That was everything I had.
And that wasn't all she took.
What else is gone?
My adoption papers.
What?
My adoption papers are missing.
I didn't know you were adopted.
Well, I am. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Sorry, Poe, I wasn't suggesting that.
It's unsettling when someone takes something so personal.
Just who does she think she is?
A past lives travel agent who robbed us whilst we were dreaming.
But it wasn't a dream. You were there. You and me.
Yes, just like Wizard of Oz. Maybe the reason the people looked familiar is because you made it all up yourself.
So, are we dreaming now or is this real? I can't tell anymore.
Want me to give you a squeeze?
No, this is real.
How can you be so sure?
Because in my dreams you're much more of a charmer.
And richer, I'd imagine.
Too soon, Poe. Too soon. Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. You're live on air, Line 1.
There was an animal in the road, howling, like a wolf.
He said it was a hairy animal.
Size of a man.
And the moon was full. We're going werewolf hunting.
I'm Casper Light. You have to stay away from Wolf Lane. I'm sorry. You have no idea what's at stake.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe. Bless me, Father Poe, for I have sinned.
Again, Monroe? It's only been a week.
I know. I just can't stop myself.
What is it this time?
I've been taking too many selfies.
Well, they say pride cometh before a fall.
Which is why I won't do it on a cliff.
This isn't much of a confession, Monroe. Haven't you got something more scandalous?
You haven't seen the selfies.
Sounds like Monroe's beyond saving. But what have you been up to, August? It's time to come clean in... Confession Booth.
Now remember, callers, no last names, no strings attached, and no consequences. Just call in to confess and let us absolve you of all of your sins.
It's cheaper than therapy.
And almost as effective.
This isn't blasphemous, is it, Monroe?
God, I hope not.
Excellent. We have a caller on line 1.
Line 1, you're through to the confession booth.
Hiya, it's me.
You're live on air, Line 1. What's your name?
Oh, Beck.
Welcome, Beck. Spill forth the burning secrets of your tormented soul.
He means, what do you want to confess?
I, crashed my boss's car.
Oh no, that's terrible. Were you hurt?
No, but the car was, totaled. It was a Rolls. Oh.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Well, how did it happen? Were you swerving to avoid something?
Yeah, there was an animal in the road. It was really hairy. Must have been a bear or something else, because it was huge.
A hairy bear?
As big as a human. Honestly, maybe bigger. I remember because it was a full moon.
A full moon, you say?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Interesting.
Wow, that sounds mysterious, doesn't it, Poe?
It does indeed.
Thank you for your confession, Beck.
Yes, thank you, Beck. It sounds like you're still traumatized by your experience, but I'm glad you weren't physically hurt. Father Poe says, you are forgiven. And we'll be back for more confessions after this message.
Well, that was kind of strange, wasn't it, Poe?
Yes, although I get the feeling he was angling for something.
Really? Seemed genuine to me. You don't think... No, I'm being silly.
You're not being silly, Alice. I suspect he was trying to make us think the same thing.
He said it was a hairy animal.
The size of a man.
And the moon was full. You don't think there could be werewolves in August, do you?
It does seem unlikely.
Poe, you're not going to believe this, but there's a full moon tonight. Maybe we should leave early and check it out.
Don't you have other plans? It's your birthday tomorrow.
I wasn't planning on having an early night.
Let me call Gwendolyn. Welcome back, listeners. This is Dark Nights with Poe.
And Monroe.
And we're in the confession booth.
The confession booth.
Line 2, you're through to Father Poe.
Bless me, Father Poe, for I have sinned.
What is your name, child?
Casper.
And what dark anguish burns your mortal soul, Casper?
He means, what would you like to confess?
Nothing. There's actually something else I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Off the air.
Well, you'll have to wait a little while, Casper, until after the show.
Well, I could wait until then, but that might not give you enough time.
Time for what?
To save yourself.
Casper, I don't know how long you've been listening to our show, but if you're trying to play a game of cat and mouse, just know it's been done before. Much better.
You talking about Frankie? That was brilliant. I was totally hooked.
What is it you wanted to tell us, Casper?
Don't go to Wolf Lane.
We're not going to Wolf Lane.
Well, we might be. The werewolf, remember?
Yes, you are. But you shouldn't.
And why is that, Casper?
Because it will be the last time anyone sees you.
Why?
I can't give details, but something bad will happen if you go to Wolf Lane tonight.
You know, if you want us to take you seriously, perhaps elaborate on the something bad will happen bit.
There's a billion other places you could go, and I'm just asking you to avoid one. But if you have a death wish, go to Wolf Lane.
Is that a death threat, Casper?
No, this is your future. Trust me, I know.
Because you have a time machine?
Because I was there when it happened.
Well, we're certainly putting the dark in dark nights tonight, August.
Maybe we should stop taking calls.
Nonsense, Monroe. What would this show be without the heady mix of terror and titillation provided by our callers?
Well, this radio host has been titillated enough for one night, which is good, because it's time for Betty Buys. Sweet dreams, August. Thank you for listening.
Yes, and remember, don't have
Nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe.
So what do you think?
I think it's only a matter of time before Casper tries to kill us.
He's just an attention seeker.
So am I. I'm not trying to kill anyone, though.
So, what do you want to do about it?
I don't know. He didn't really threaten us, so probably doesn't warrant getting the police involved.
Are you sure?
No. I just wish... I wish we could have one simple, uneventful, boring night.
I don't think you'd like boring, Miss Monroe.
You're right. Which is why we're going werewolf hunting.
Casper didn't put you off?
No. Telling me not to do something makes me want to do it twice as hard.
Really? Well, definitely don't do the whistle swinger again.
You like the whistle swinger, don't you?
No.
Even if it's twice as hard?
We're not going to make it out of here if you keep talking like that.
You really think we can see werewolves?
It would be foolish to rule it out altogether. I know it's almost your birthday, but, well, a full moon waits for no man.
Or werewoman.
Exactly.
I guess it could be romantic. You and me, huddled in the car, looking at the stars. They say Wolf Lane's the best place in August for stargazing.
Do they?
There's hardly any light pollution.
That must be why the werewolf... Happy birthday, my love.
It's not my birthday yet.
You're such a tease, Monroe.
It's only teasing if I don't follow through.
You don't need to do that. It's not a hold-up.
I beg to differ.
This is for your own protection.
Who are you?
I'm Casper Light. I'm...
From the show. You just called into our radio show.
Oh no. I must have come back again.
Are you okay?
No. This means I've already failed.
What is it you want exactly?
I work for a company called Coit Industries. They do experimental stuff.
A scientist?
No, I'm Eminem.
The rapper?
Mishaps and malfunctions. We clean up messes. I'm here to save you.
Save us from what?
Disassembly? You have to stay away from Wolf Lane.
We're not going to Wolf Lane. You told us not to when you called, so we're going straight home. Isn't that right, Monroe?
Yeah. I'm so tired.
See? There's no need for any of this.
Please, put the gun down.
I'm sorry. You have no idea what's at stake. Don't try it. It always ends badly.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Are you sure this is wise?
The guy was crazy, Poe. Maybe he was on drugs. Maybe he heard us talking about Wolf Lane on the show and thought he'd have some fun.
I suppose you're right.
Besides, you said the police will pick him up. It's not like he's gonna follow us here.
Well, he definitely knows where we're going. Maybe we shouldn't be out here on our own.
You're not afraid of werewolves, are you?
I didn't have you down as the werewolf hunting type either.
I like to keep you on your toes. Which reminds me. Hot chocolate. I thought we might be here a while.
When did you have time to make this?
During the last break.
But that was before the call-in.
What else did I bring? Let me see. Wine? Nighty.
Don't drink and drive, Monroe.
No, silly. That's for after.
After?
I might have something planned.
Alice Monroe, is this whole thing a ruse?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It's Casper. What should we do?
I call the police.
Wait. Maybe we should talk to him.
Are you insane?
Well, the gun was fake.
How do you know?
It was made of plastic. My point is, I don't think he's trying to hurt us. He thinks he's genuinely trying to help.
A moment ago, you were calling him crazy. I... Do what you feel you must.
You can't be here. Wait, what?
Poe's already called the police. They're looking for you. Go home, Casper.
You know who I am?
You're kidding, right?
Please, I'm trying to save your life. I'm going to open this door now, and you're going to save all of us.
Lock it, Alice. Lock it.
Thank you. Now step on it before this place explodes.
What happened?
He sucker punched us from behind.
Where are we?
Are you okay? We're in the sound booth at the studio.
Why?
I don't know. He's locked us in. I've tried the door already.
Is there another way out?
Death? I'm assuming Casper will let us out when he's done with us.
Happy birthday to me.
You said you wanted to try something different this year.
I'm sorry I had to do that. It's to keep you safe. I work for a company called Coit Industries. We specialize in speculative technology. I say we. The science team do the heavy lifting. I'm just M&M. Mishaps and malfunctions. It's my job to clean up the results. Normally, I don't intervene. Just let it happen, then clear up. But people will still be listening to you years from now because I've saved you.
So, the whole werewolves thing.
I didn't want to wake up alone.
I don't get it.
Let's face it, birthday or not, you'd have gone home to your wife after the show. I know you'd have stayed late and we'd have had some fun, but eventually you'd leave. Like you always do.
Monroe.
I just wanted someone to wake up with. To wish me happy birthday and give me a hug.
But what's that got to do with Wolf Lane?
Nothing. It doesn't matter now. Maybe if you get a time machine, you'll find out.
Okay, it's like this. Around midnight, you're on Wolf Lane. At the same time, an organisation I can't name is testing an experimental weapon. The test glitches, you get fried, and M&M are called in for disposal. Because it's not your normal run-of-the-mill explosion. Tomorrow, the news spreads that you've vanished. You're never found. Time travel is Coit's most profitable service. The key is subtlety. You don't use it to kill Hitler. You use it to manipulate election results, justify wars, or in my case, rescue 2 local radio hosts so you can keep listening to their show. You're welcome, by the way.
Let us out! Let us out!
No point yelling, Monroe. It's soundproofed in and out.
Fine. Let's use our mind power to open the door.
So that is how the world ends. You didn't hear it from me. I wish you'd say something. I'm just gonna go. I'll leave it another minute just to be safe, though. Good luck, Poe and Monroe.
Did I just open that with my mind?
Try locking it again.
Or we could just leave.
Yes, best not to mess with telekinesis. Ladies first.
Thanks, Poe. Let's hope Casper isn't out there.
Wait. Sorry, I forgot. There's still time to go to Wolf Lane if you'd like.
You're driving. You're live on air, Line 1. What should we call you?
Hiya, it's me. Whoa, hey! Hang up! Help! He's got a gun! Hang up!
Beck?
Don't! I can't let you tell them where to go. Don't! Don't!
Beck? Beck?
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Welcome back to Radio August Treasure Hunt, sponsored by August Museum.
Good news, Monroe only has 1 more capsule to plant.
Don't worry, you'll not be hungry for much longer.
If you can fall out of love, we can fall out of here.
She doesn't want you to get out. She wants to eat souls.
Dark Nights
With Poe and Monroe.